Hello, 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 everyone. This is your girl Jovita. I know it's been a while. I always take a break, from Wind Down Wednesdays, and this time I took a little bit of a longer break. And the reason being is because I had to kind of put me first and kind of take care of me. And there was just some things that were shifting in my life that I just had to get straight and get on point before I came back and be able to feed and pour into you guys this year. 2022 has been phenomenal so far. And I know we're just in March, the second day of March. Of course, it's Women's History Month, right? So it's a great time to actually start back up. But, we are here, we are in March, we're doing our thing, but I want you guys to know that I do miss you. I really miss you dearly. And I am excited about what this year has to offer for Wind Down Wednesdays with Jovita. So let me go ahead and introduce myself to those who may not know me. I am Jovita, and I help boss women go from feeling frustrated, alone, and overwhelmed to building and cultivating her network and her net worth so that she can reduce stress, find time for herself, and just give herself permission to be free to do whatever it is that she wants to do. My overall mission is to empower women to live confident, authentic lives unapologetically. So, again, I welcome you guys to Wine Down Wednesdays. I am not drinking wine, but I am. I have a beverage of my choice. Just missing my wine glass this time. But cheers. Anyway, next week I will be better prepared with my wine glass. Just excited and trying to prepare for you guys. I just lost track of all that to just put my beverage in my wine glass. But anyway, so tonight's topic is going to be based around Women's History Month, and that's going to be our whole theme all month. It's going to be something dealing with women history. But my tonight's topic is like we are worth fighting for. We women, we are worth fighting for. We are so worth fighting for. Hi, everyone who's just joined. We are worth fighting for. I don't know how many times I need to say that, but there's a song out there by Brian Courtney Wilson saying that I'm worth fighting for. And I believe that song is just great. That's kind of like my anthem. Every day I listen to that song in the morning and it gets me going because I am worth fighting for. There are many reasons why we are worth fighting for. We have our health. We want to live, we want to be better, we want to be healthy. So that's worth fighting for. Worth doing the necessary things so that you can be a better person overall, healthy wise. Because sometimes a lot of us are walking around here feeling all older than we really are. And the fact of the matter is, we're not taking care of ourselves. We're not fighting for ourselves. So we are truly worth fighting for. Another thing that I think we all need to really understand about being why we are worth fighting for is that women have contributed a lot to society. They have contributed a whole lot. We have ancestors, people who just trailblazers who came before us, and they have contributed so much, but we don't know that. We only know about the mainstream people, but there are a lot of people who have just given a lot of contributions to the world today. Like, for instance, Lisa, I'm going to pronounce her name wrong, but I pray I don't. But Lisa Glopter, she's a computer scientist and she contributed to internet technologies that support online streaming and gaming. That is a big thing now these days. So just to know that, she contributed to that. She did that. She contributed to that. Katherine Johnson, I know most of you guys have, watched the movie. Oh, now I can't even think of the name of the movie, just drew a blank. But Katherine Johnson was a trailblazing mathematician, and she just like performed calculations that propelled NASA space flight program. Like, she did that. She was behind that. She actually did that by hand, before the age of well, they had computers too, but they programmed computers, but she did that. And so I think that is so phenomenal. That's just something we just really need to think about. And next we have Dr. Mae Jemison, right? She went into orbit around aboard the Space Shuttle Endeavour, in 1992, becoming the first African American woman in space. I think, and yes, stayed around the STEM people because that's where I am. But I think that is so important that we know why we are worth fighting for because we are contributing a lot to society these days. We are contributing a whole lot. So this month again is Women's History Month, and the theme for the month is providing healing and promoting hope. I think that is great because I think the country as a whole probably need to be healed and because we're coming out of the pandemic, right? But I think we all just need to be healed and we need to promote hope. Just let's just keep hope alive because we know it's there. You have a little bit of faith, you have some hope because you can see the light at the end of the tunnel. But that's some of the reasons why we are worth fighting for. We are just truly worth fighting for. Equal pay, equal pay, equal pay. Today, women still do not get paid equal amounts to their male counterparts. That is still a thing today. There may be some that may, but the majority of us, we don't. We don't get paid equally to our male counterparts. And so we're still fighting for that. That's why we are still worth fighting for. We are just totally worth fighting for. We can't give up the fight now because there's so much. We have our daughters, our nieces, our cousins, coming up behind us that we need to kind of pave the way so they can have a better life, so they can have that equal pay, right? And so that they also can stop being objectified because women are always, and I'm going to say always, but most of the time, objectified sexually all the time. And then their claims to like sexual harassment or whatever the case may be go unnoticed or go unheard, or you just don't have a voice because if you say something, then it's a man's world, right? So we are worth fighting for because those are just things that I think that we should really pay close attention to because we're worth fighting for. We are worth fighting for. That's why this whole month we are going to provide healing and promote hope because I think it's important to do that as we continue to fight for our rights, to fight for equal pay, to fight to stop objectifying us, to stop, to fight for us to continue to contribute and to be known for our contributions to society because there's a lot of unknown things that women have contributed to society to this day. And in my research, I found so many other things that I was just like totally amazed by that I didn't realize that a woman was behind it or a woman patented it, right? And is so if you have some inventions or ideas you're thinking about, I say go ahead and get it patented because once you do it, even if you don't actually execute it, no one can take that patent from you. So either they're going to pay you for it or because they can't take your credit. So just think about things like that because I think we still have a lot to contribute. We are the backbone of our families. We are the backbone of probably our jobs, our careers, our businesses. We are the backbone for everything. We support everybody. We always putting a lot of folks first before we do ourselves. So we are truly, truly worth fighting for. I don't care how you look at it. I don't care how you spin it. We are truly worth fighting for. So when I ask you the question, are you worth fighting for? Your answer should just be just automatically yes, 100%. I am worth fighting for because I have a lot to give. I have a lot to offer society. I have a lot to offer people. Everybody can learn from a woman. I'm telling you, we may can't teach a man to be a man, but we can actually teach them to go and get the resources they need so that they can become a better man, right? We can do all of that stuff, especially my single moms. I need you to know that, you are out here, you may be by yourself, but you are so not alone. You are not alone. All you have to do is open up your mouth and fight for yourself. Speak, ask questions, ask for help. Let's not just suffocate ourselves anymore because women prior to us in our history have done so much so that we can have some of the freedoms that we have today, and we have to continue to fight so we can keep those freedoms that we have today so that our the ones that's coming up behind us can have those freedoms and they learn to fight too so that we can keep this thing going because you don't want it to slip not one bit. So are we worth fighting for? Yes, yes, yes. We are definitely worth fighting for. I want to end this with giving you guys a couple one more known fact about a woman and her contributions. And Bessie Blunt, She was working as a physical therapist, but she invented devices to help amputees and other wounded soldiers returning from World War II so they could eat on their own. Just imagine that, like just the little things that people don't think about. Women have paved the way and created and invented certain things so to make lives easier for everybody. I'm pretty sure her invention has been used across the world. It's not even just for, the wounded soldiers, but it was just for anybody who couldn't eat on their own. So again, I just think it's just phenomenal. We are worth fighting for. I am worth fighting for. I wake up every day and I say to myself, Javita, you are worth fighting for. And I go about my day because I am in a fight for my life, you guys. I am so in a fight for my life. And for those of you who don't know my story, you will get to learn my story. Um, I've shared some of my stories in both of the books that I have written. And so if you haven't gotten it, go to my website, www.javitanmiller.com, and order your book today. But it's just a lot. And I continue to fight, continue to fight, continue to fight, just because I know that I am worth fighting for. My health is worth fighting for. My finances is worth fighting for. My family is worth fighting for. My faith is worth fighting for. And I want you to pick out and know and prioritize the things in your life that's worth fighting for, because you should be your number one priority, because you, my dear sister, are worth fighting for. So again, I thank you guys for joining me tonight on Wind Down Wednesdays with Jovita. Like I said before, if there is going to be a lot of things that's in store that's going to happen, and you're just going to have to watch and see. Make sure you get online, go to YouTube if you miss it, share my YouTube um, page with people. You can do it on Facebook too. I have it on both my business page and my personal page, but definitely share, 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 because I have a lot that I am going to be putting forth this year, and you do not want to miss it. All right. So again, thank you guys for joining me tonight on Wine Down Wednesdays with your girl Javita. I will see you next week. Bye.